Hey guys, it's Ike, and welcome to the 11th episode of the Aquatope on White Sand. A little bit of a recap. We saw Kukuru's desperation grows ever more, especially with the deadline coming nearer and nearer. And her desperation has gone to the point where she would even be willing to bring out this whole idea of a healing event, or that, you can get visions here at the aquarium. And I do find it funny that I joked about it for a while until there's a chance of it becoming reality, and that's when I'm just like, yeah, let's not do that. It's all fun and games to just think about it, but to actually do it, and especially to hold an event, I think that was the thing that I have the most problem, because you can't just make it happen. It's just something that gradually happens. And I thought about how one of the posts had talked about a vision. Like, that's a lot better for the customers to be the one who talk about it, instead of the store, not the store, but the aquarium itself saying, yeah, that's right, we have visions if you come over here. So I just think it's nicer to just, I was about to say, just make fake accounts and talk about it like that, spread rumors, you never know. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of the recap. We're going to get started with episode 11. It's not a recap at all. Fantastic. Alright, it's a windy, rainy mood, I assume. And Kukuru is out here praying, even if the weather's not. Yeah, that look on Kukuru's face, though. Look at you, Fuuka. Kukuru woke up before you. I would close it if got too old to sustain. That's understandable. I was wondering why she was setting that up in the first place. I was like, is there a typhoon coming? Like, what are you doing? Trying to protect the doors or some shit? But no, she's just barricading herself. She's like the people who tie themselves to trees in order to prevent the forest to be cut. I was also wondering about how Gramps would be a lot it's easier for him to just let go of the aquarium, because he's been helping so many aquariums before. He has all this experience with all these other aquariums, that it is easy for him to, especially just, keep his promise with his friends to close it if it gets too old to sustain. I like that it's if the aquarium is too old to sustain, not him. I assume he's still doing pretty alright, but on the other hand, she doesn't have any other experience with the aquarium, with any other aquarium, so it's very hard for her to let go of something that's like her first, I would assume. But anyways, At the End of the Siege is the title. She's... She got up early for this. Oh, she is still technically a kid. Yeah, she's I would say in this time of desperation, and like this is the last measured thing, like it's just her childish self is really, or her child self is really coming out in order to protect the memory of this place. Why don't we take the day off? A typhoon is coming! Ah! Grandpa's giving her... I guess I'll clean my room. Awesome, Kuya. He's giving her space. Give me food now! He's feeling the wind. And of course, we're having a somber episode. It's going to be raining all to heck. It's headed here by nightfall. Probably not. He is literally just was she looking in the vicinity of where he is? Because is this boy invisible? He is like a spirit. And like, what? She's looking out the window and he's literally jumping right at her. It sucks to be all alone, huh? They're just waiting for her. He is I mean, I knew that he was a spirit, but... Was that the most that we've actually heard from that tribal child? Oh! It's like a horror movie, dude. No, I just didn't want you to be alone. Yeah. Fuuka will, She's like, oh my god. Oh, look at them. They're having a nice time alone with each other at the aquarium. Or she's being very kid-like. I'm brooding right now. Just leave me alone. Yeah, this is an old-ass diner, man. Will it hold up? Damn, dude, look how strong Kai is. I only saw him, so I assume he's pushing the boat all by himself. Up a hill, too. Or on a slope, technically. Where are you guys sleeping, huh? Ooh. True that. She's still upset about the idol thing. Uh-oh. For a second there, I thought Fuuka was going to say, I didn't take the offer. I was about to be like, oh no. But, okay, it's your dream. Oh, damn, dude, they're on the 29th right now? She can't help you out with your dream and hers at the same time? Look at her pushing everybody out. Oh, well, you guys got any backup battery? Honestly, it's to be expected. Alright, that is the... That's the first half. That was pretty nice. I haven't written any notes, so it's time for me to go back. Uh-oh. I was thinking back to episode 9 when Chiyu and Kai had mentioned that Kukuru is being immature, or she is immature. And she recognizes that too, but again, it's still something that's really part of her, and again, that whole desperation that she's having for the Gama Gama clothing. And we can really see her her childishness, her immaturity really blossoming. Probably shouldn't be using blossoming, but you can really see it blossoming in the first half of this episode as she's shutting everybody out, and she's trying to shut Fuuka out too, and saying that, hey, you have your own dream, so like don't bother with mine, alright? You have a chance of going back to your idol dream, so what's the point in staying here? It's a lot of combination of immaturity, tunnel vision, desperation. How dare you try to support my dreams while having a dream of your own? Ooh, wayayada. Also, that tribal child, I remember seeing him quite close to Fuuka back in episode 1, but I sort of dismissed that, saying that she probably didn't notice him because she was too busy staring at the sun or something. But now, here in this episode, I feel like he was literally right in her vision and she didn't see him at all, so... Here, again, I know that he is a spirit, but he's not one of those kinds where people can see him yet. I don't know. Only we can see him, that sort of thing. I was just going through some of these parts and I was like, is this a third act breakup? Alright. The generator, okay. That's, I would assume they had a generator. Yeah, that's all that really matters. There's a leakage. Ooh, it's leaking on the wooden floor too. So dark I can't see shit with the light shining at my glasses. Oh, it's getting a little bit too old to maintain. Sometimes things break and it's... Sometimes things break and you're unable to repair it again. It won't go away, even if it disappears. I don't know, that kind of sounds like a flag. Well, you can always ask him for advice. He doesn't have to come out. So many dark scenes. Damn, so none of you guys are going to sleep? Ah! I guess that's why they really say a siege, huh? Yeah. Again, have you ever thought about, you know, you can always... Yeah, your dream won't be lost, even if you lose this place. You can always build another aquarium. Oh, look, everybody's here. Wow, he carpooled everybody. Alright, power's back on. How nice. Well, at least the aquarium got a shower. The outside, anyways. The inside's a mess. It's too old. We're sorry. What is Fuuka sorry about? Hmm? Understandable. Don't worry, at least you can cry on your sister's shoulders. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I assume next episode is going to be the end of the first half of this anime, which I assume will be the Gama Gama closing. Oh boy. Alright, that was a rather, I would say, emotional episode for Kukuru. Very nice, very nice. If Gama Gama closes, how are we going to get Chio to experience visions, huh? Because I have some weird assumption that Chiyu might still come back, even though we've technically already had two other characters that only made a one-off appearance. A little bit of her mom. We kind of saw her mom a little bit here and there before we fully saw her in episode 5, and then we had Takeshita in like episode 3. So, you know, we've had a couple one-offs character, but I hope Chiyu isn't a one-off character. That's all I want. Are you gonna have the credit scene for me, or is this it? It's it. Alright. I guess I'll write some notes then. Gama Gama is home to the sea life. So it's home for the fish, it's home for her. Okay. Even if you lose your dream, you don't lose the future. Okay. We have to protect the animal's future. Okay. Okay, yeah, so even if you lose your dream, everything's not over yet. I mean, just look at Fuuka! She lost her dream, and now she has the opportunity to take it again. What are you, like fucking 18? Because you're the same age as Fuuka, and Fuuka's 18? You still got fucking years ahead of you. You can always build another aquarium, or come to love another aquarium, you know, be like your grandpa, and work at several aquariums and all that jazz. Become the next legendary aquarium. So anyways, part 2 of this anime, are we getting Gama Gama 2.0, or are we getting Tengara? I also really like this episode because it really showed Gramps in action. You know, when there's a time of emergency, he is there and he is on it. Oh, okay. And then towards the end, Kukuru says, sorry, not Kukuru, Fuuka says, originally I thought I was doing it for you, but now I found out that I've done it for me. You've given me strength. No, Fuuka. No, we're losing the Yuri. As if there was one to begin with. Alright, that was a short note-taking session for once. Only 2 pages. Fucking great. So it is back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 11 of the Aquatope on White Sand. That was a good episode, a great low episode, and that was what I was thinking about with the whole aquarium closing down, the inevitability of it, and just having to accept that loss and being able to move on from it. So I see that this is where we're going for, and it's really nice, I just like the fact that we are moving on to this rather more realistic way instead of some random miracle is going to happen and the Gama Gama will stay open. And I also like the incoming subplot, I would assume, of Fuuka perhaps being able to come back to her idol career and participate in this in this movie where I don't know where it takes place. I assume it might be in Tokyo. But yeah, this was a really good episode, very emotional episode for Kukuru, and it was good for her to, in a sense, yeah, like I said, her desperation. She's also very much in denial that the Gama Gama was going to close, and because of that, she has her tunnel vision on, and a lot of things I feel wasn't really. It couldn't convince her. You could not convince her that the Gama Gama was going to close. So the fact that she was here in the aquarium, and also the fact that Gramps kind of just left her there, he was just kind of like, she'll figure it out, probably. She wants some time alone, so she can go off and do that. But because he left her alone, and also I guess Gramps and Grandma knew that Fuuka was going to come along because they literally made a lunchbox for Kukuru. So he knew that, with the help of Fuuka, she'll be fine for the most part. But also this was a really big eye-opener for Kukuru herself, because the whole tunnel vision here, she could block out just about everybody with the possibility of Gama Gama closing, but now she is in that situation where she sees the roof is leaking despite them fixing it last year. The pipes are breaking, the windows are breaking, and no matter how hard she tries to block the typhoons just keep coming in, and she gets very emotional about that and saying like, are you going to take away my home too, the aquarium, just like you did my mom and dad? To which, I thought perhaps she was yelling at a higher being, but maybe she is yelling at the typhoon, because perhaps the typhoon killed her parents. Now she sets off on a revenge mission to destroy all typhoons. 1 second, let me go grab my stuff. Never mind, I thought my stuff was here, but my DoorDash driver is like, let me head the other direction, huh? Now that I've been distracted, I have completely forgotten what I was talking about, so that is very nice. Oh yeah, I was talking about Kukuru, the typhoon hunter. What a turn the show would make. Since Kukuru has now accepted the loss of the Gama Gama Aquarium, perhaps she would now finally be able to take off her tunnel vision, those little goggles she's been having on this whole time. It's been a little too tight around her head, I will have to say. Maybe she's finally able to take that goggle off and be able to look at the world, at the concept of the aquarium and sea life at a broader scope, or, in the same way that her grandpa would want her to look, the same way that he's been seeing everything. And hopefully with this, Kukuru will be able to mature. I remember Kuya saying, oh, she barricaded herself in there, she blocked us all out. What is she, a kid? To which, I know that she's 18, but she's still very much, I would say, a kid. And I don't know, I feel like teenage years, and even when you're in like your young adult years, especially teens in general, it just feels very weird where you're technically a kid, but people expect you to act like an adult. So it's a little weird, and like you do see that mixture of Kukuru, although it is still a little bit more immaturity for her, but I think Ari said it, or it's probably from another cut that I've cut it. Hopefully Kukuru will be able to mature from this, and we'll see how her character goes after the end of the Gama Gama Aquarium. And I assume we will see that in the next episode. So yeah, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.